It is Mailbag Day, ladies and gentlemen. But before we jump into the mailbag, we got to talk about the main topic for the day. That is, are Bears fans overlooking Caleb Williams? It's time for us to get honest. We're going to talk about it, break it down right after this.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Chicago Bears Central. You got the Cognac Boys today. Me, Bobby. I'm with C-Dubb today. If you're tuning in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. C-Dubb, how you feeling, my guy?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I wish we had a game this weekend. Shit,
For
fucking
real.
gets it.
It'd definitely be nice, wouldn't it? But hey,
Yeah.
we on this, taking care of it like always. But C-Dubb, it's been a lot of talk, a lot of back and forth for months and months and months. Justin Fields versus Tyson Bagent. Now, for the last few months, it's been Justin Fields versus Caleb Williams. A lot of people, have their strong opinions about whatever quarterback they choose or believe is the correct quarterback for the Chicago Bears. We heard some of the cases for Justin Fields, but now we got to talk about it, C-Dubb. Are Bears fans overlooking Caleb Williams in your opinion?
Okay, yes. Yes, we are. Uh Caleb Williams, he's a fantastic talent. Um a very entertaining runner with the ball underneath his armpit. He is a electrifying runner. He has a quick release. He's a playmaker. He's kind of like Brett Favre. He'll get himself in trouble, but he'll win you a lot of games as well. Um, every time he stepped foot on the football field in college, he was tremendous. He did lose some games against the top 25 teams, but he played for USC. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like that no more. So I would say he's a very, very, very good quarterback. That's as
I would
honest as I
say
can give you.
Yeah, I would say he's a very intriguing prospect for sure. And I think that a lot of people, when we have our minds made up and everybody know where we stand with Justin Fields. Continue to build around this guy, get his guy a fair shot. But then there has to be a conversation on the Bears have a opportunity. Whether you think it's a good opportunity or not, that's your prerogative. But it's something that they absolutely have to do their homework on to see if this guy can propel the Chicago Bears to a stratosphere that we have never sniffed in our
Sniff.
lifetimes. I don't know who Sid Luckman is. I heard the name. I seen a couple old black and white film, but I never seen this guy play. So you gotta look at this guy. C-Dubb mapped out some of the things, and I do like to bring this point up just to provide a little bit more clarity and drive this home, C-Dubb. In a lot of the games that we talk about Justin Fields, we always bring up coaching, we bring up poor offensive line play, we bring up pre-snap penalties, we bring up drops when it comes to how the offense is executing. We bring those reasons for Justin Fields. We can't overlook some of those same things that took place with Caleb Williams during his time at USC. We
Yes.
have to be fair. I know a lot of people like to point to the Notre Dame game. I even was one of those guys. But if you go back and you absolutely watch it with a unbiased mind, you will be like, bro, there's no way that this offense can get a rhythm with offensive linemen steady jumping off sides, with wide receivers catching the ball in stride but running backwards. Like when
What?
he wasn't perfect in that game. Don't get me wrong,
What?
but it was a lot of things that took place in that game, and I know that's just one example. But I do think that the Bears fans have overlooked Caleb Williams just a little bit. We have to be fair. This is about the Bears, not just one player. It's about the team, bro.
Yeah, he's good. Justin's better. That's all I got.
This man. You gotta do better.
I just did, nephew. I just gave him a whole soliloquy of some nice shit, bro. Damn, what you want me to do? Make
I'm
his
with you
bed or
though.
some
Like
shit?
I'm just saying, bro. If we looking at everything, you have to look at everything, y'all, and we had to do our
Yeah.
homework. Yeah, and C-Dubb is right. If you believe Justin Fields is better, that's fair. Caleb Williams hasn't stepped on an NFL field yet, or played against an NFL defense, or had a NFL team game plan for him. We don't know what he'll
Ooh.
look like. So all
So,
things, everything that a lot of people got valid points, but we got to look at everything.
hey, he can look anywhere from Patrick Mahomes to Jamarcus Russell. That's all I got to say. That's
Or
in
Zach
between there.
Wilson.
Or Zach Wilson. But shit.
Anywhere from Patrick Mahomes to Zach Wilson. That's fair. Hey,
Yeah.
we don't know. Hey, that's why we're going to leave it up to the front office and see what happens if he does touch the field for the Chicago Bears. But enough of us. Make sure you leave your comments below and let us know how y'all feeling about it. And then we're going to chop it up down below. C-Dubb, now it's time to get into the voicemails, though. Excuse me. This first one is from a guy by the name of Garrett. I like Garrett's
Garrett.
popcorn, by the way. But this is from Garrett's, not the popcorn man. Garrett.
Man, how you doing, man? I love the show. I just wish you had more people to represent the Caleb side. It seems like there's so much Caleb hate and pro Justin. There's a lot of flaws that's not being mentioned about Justin that we have been watching as Bears fans that nobody is you know what I'm saying, is mentioning because they want Justin back so bad. But in reality, like, we need a quarterback who can throw for at least 300 passing yards more than one time in his career. Look at what Jordan Love is doing, and you know what I'm saying, the rest of the NFC North with Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins, what they capable of doing in the passing game. We need a passing quarterback and not just a running back at quarterback. I need people to realize something. This man holds the ball the longest in the league. And by far, you can say, oh, he's scrambling because the offensive line is bad, but we are not the worst offensive line in the league by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of talent on that offensive line. We have talent in the receiving core. We have talent in the tight ends, talent in the running backs. I'm just confused on why do we have to be elite at every position in order for Justin to be successful? Why can't Justin just work with what he have and be successful within like other players do? You know what I'm saying? It's like everything has to be so perfect around Justin for Justin to be successful. You know what I'm saying? That's because unable to really read defenses quick enough. He holds the ball too long, and he can't throw receivers open in man coverage. His QBR is hella low man against man coverage. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, need a quarterback that can throw the ball and lead us to the Super Bowl, bro. And if you don't see Justin leading us to the Super Bowl, it don't even make no sense to pay him after that 5th year. I heard you say that we can always get a quarterback later, bro. If you pass up on Peyton Manning, what's the chances of you getting a Peyton Manning 3 years later? We already passed up on C.J. Stroud, and C.J. Stroud is working with 100% less talent what the Bears have. He's in the playoffs in the divisional round. There's a lot of the decision we're going to make towards getting Caleb Williams. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just telling you, we got an opportunity to grab potential Patrick Mahomes generational talent. We've already passed up on Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, and all his talent, C.J. Stroud, and not pass up on Caleb Williams, bro. They keep getting draft picks and never using or cashing in the draft picks. All right. Chicago up, bear down.
All right.
Bruh.
Shout out to you, Garrett. I like the points,
Garrett.
though. You got some stuff, but I'm going to let C-Dubb cook first. Go ahead.
Shout out to Garrett. He's on the Caleb Williams side of things, and you got to do nothing but honor and respect that. Uh, I love how they come with how the guys that take after Caleb Williams and they want him to be the quarterback for Chicago. They say these things about Justin Fields. He hold the ball too long. He need all the weapons in the world to be successful. He can never throw body open. It all sounds kind of scripted. I hear the same arguments all the time, but y'all know Caleb Williams got the same type of faults. Did y'all know Caleb Williams got the same type of faults? So y'all want some of the same shit. Y'all just want a different person to do it. You want a different person to hold the ball long. You want a different person to have a lot of weapons around them, because like you're gonna want weapons around Caleb Williams, correct? You want to give him every opportunity to succeed, right? So you want to get all the weapons you could around him. And then let's just see how good he is. We just talked about this in the opening of the show. So let's just see how good he is as a pro. We see how good Justin Fields has been so far, and I definitely see he has a high upside with Adam. Yeah, go ahead.
For sure. First of all, thanks for supporting the show, and I appreciate you for calling in. But I have my questions as well. You pointed out Jordan Love and CJ Stroud. My question to you is, do they have better play callers than the Chicago Bears? I already know the answer. It's absolutely yes. Not yes, absolutely yes.
Yes, fuck yes.
Then we talk about talent. If you want to push yourself into the conversation of Super Bowl contention, how can we go out and say that you should be deprived of great weapons, or at least good weapons, to reach that goal? If you look at the Eagles, when they went on a run last year, they had you could argue they had two number one receivers. They had the best O-line in the league and two running backs that lit it up. You look at the Baltimore Ravens this season, they didn't really we don't know where they're going to go. The playoffs is still going on, but Lamar wasn't doing all this. He was balling, but the offense is more dynamic now that they have two wide receivers that they can look to. Same thing can be said about the 49ers. All the weapons, all up and down that roster. So the point is that you have to build out a sustainable team for your quarterback. Darnell Mooney, I'm sorry. We thought he was a number 2. He's a 3 or a 4. Yep. I'm sorry. Robert Tanya, we thought he was going to be some. He just dropped he just dropped another touchdown pass.
No, bro.
So to me, I understand the conversation and I respect it. I really do, because some of the points are valid, but we have to look at things schematically as well and roster construction. This man, Luke Getsy, he was terrible. He was terrible. And you brought up Jordan Love. This is my last point. You brought up Jordan Love. Jordan Love ain't doing it all by himself. No. Matt LaFleur is scheming the hell out of open. He's scheming wide receivers hella open. Not open, hella open.
Yeah.
Coaching matters. Roster construction matter as well. That's all I'm going to say. But good call, though. That's why we love to have these talks. C-Dubb, we're going to go ahead and move on to Darius from Dallas.
Hey, what's going on, man? I just had to call back in here, Darius from Dallas. I saw that news about that King Cliffbury interview. And so I'm kind of wondering, man, that got me looking. When I saw that they were interviewing Cliff Kingsbury, I said, let me go back and look at this Caleb Williams, man, because I'm going to be honest, I didn't really see a whole lot of him. Saw more of him at Oklahoma than I did at USC. His mentality is fucked. Like, I think he's too soft, honestly. But goddamn, that boy got an arm. Shit, man. I mean, and I saw there's a couple things that he can do that Justin can't. And when going back and looking at the All-22, not saying making me an expert because I don't want to be one of those fans. I looked at the All-22 from the Packers game. And it seems like, man, Justin's got a little bit of Trubisky in him in the sense of, fuck, man, can he not beat a man zone? Can he not beat zone defenses? Like, is that have you caught on to that? Like, do you feel the same way? Because it seems like man to man he would tear it up, just like Trubisky, and then all of a sudden we get his own defense in there and he can't beat them. And I don't know if that's because his anticipation is just not as good. And that's one thing that I will say I did see on Caleb Williams when I was going back and looking at him play. The kid's got anticipation, the kid's got an arm, the kid's got accuracy. I just don't like his mentality. If I could take Justin Fields' mentality and put it in Caleb Williams' body, I'd be all over it. But what do you think about this, man? Is this GM saying that, we moving toward Caleb, or, what's going on? Because if we do that, we're not going to be able to get your boy Marvin Harrison, right? So I want to know your thoughts on that, man. Is that a little innuendo that Caleb's coming? I want to stick with Justin personally, but if you are going to bring Caleb in, it seems like bringing his quarterback, or offensive coordinator from college, would help his learning curve a little bit. And maybe, just maybe, if he ain't too fucking soft and can handle the Chicago media, maybe he could be something for us. But I do see a little bit of Patrick Mahomes in him. But just let me know what you think about that, man. They playing with my feelings, man. I don't know what to do now, Hayes. Shit, I want Justin to stay, but goddamn it, they keep dangling people in front of my face, and I don't know what to do, man. So give me some guidance on this, brother. Texas up, bear down.
Well, shout out to you, Darius. It's just simple, man. The way that you approach this is how you've been approaching it. Do your homework and just go with what is the film telling you. That's all I can say. And you look at everything in totality, real quick. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury. I think I'm not saying he's a bad offensive coordinator or a bad choice, but he runs an air raid offense. That's minimal things being done under center. And I don't think that's going to be a recipe for winning football in today's NFL. If you look at the teams that are in the playoffs and more specifically in the division, they run the West Coast offense and they have a lot of concepts attached to that offense. And when last point before C-Dubb goes, when you talk about Justin throwing against the zone defense, I think that has a lot to do with route concepts, simply because the Bears run a lot of choice routes, and Luke Getsy was trying to get Justin Fields to act as if he was Aaron Rodgers by getting him to throw within that sweet spot, which is right in the middle of the safety playing on top and the corner playing down below. It's that sweet spot right in the middle of both of them. And that's one of the toughest throws in the NFL. That's not coming from me. That's coming from other quarterbacks who played the game. So you got to think about that. And yeah, I can go on and on. But C-Dubb, go ahead.
I would just like to add that we had many interviewers come into Alice Hall, and I think the different ones is leaning more towards the different quarterback, either Justin or Caleb, not just Cliff. You got Greg Roman. I think that was more got to be more on the side of Justin Fields. You got other people out there as well, so I wouldn't take too much of it. And Cliff ain't finna coach my team. No.
That's how I be looking at it. I be kind of upset. I ain't gonna lie to you, Dan.
What?
But thanks for calling in. And great point, man. Like I said, this conversation is one that has to be discussed, and we have to break it down without being biased. We have to look at both sides for what it really is, because Caleb Williams is talented. So we'll see. But this next one, C-Dubb, is from Greedy.
Greedy.
But yeah, this is Greedy again. I got a question for you, Hayes. Do you think Ryan Post would go with Caleb Williams if he signed a receiver like Mike Evans? I'm not. I love Justin Fields, but I'm just a question. Just thing. What would you do if you had the chance to sign Mike Evans or get another top receiver and get a quarterback that's gonna be, they say he's gonna be the man, and you still keep the nice picks, probably. So I just think it's like, man, Ryan Paul probably thinking of every aspect, especially after he's gonna interview the man coach and stuff. So that's like, man, that's what he's doing for a loop. So I just got a question for y'all. Do y'all think he's gonna go with Caleb Williams and sign a top receiver? I mean, I don't know, man. It got me thinking, but shout out to y'all, what y'all do. I love y'all, y'all, what y'all be doing, But
All right. So we heard Greedy. C-Dubb, take it away.
Hey, Greedy, shout out to my man Greedy. I hear you. It would make sense to have a veteran receiver who's been doing it a lot to help the young quarterback if he was to get the call to be the quarterback for the Chicago Bears. But I go on the impression of this. We're going to draft a young elite wide receiver, because this particular draft class has a bunch of nice receivers in it. So I want to go young with Justin Fields. If you want to say you want to go with a veteran, Caleb Williams, I'm fine with that. But I think we're going the other route with Justin Fields and a younger receiver.
Yeah, greedy. Me personally, I don't even think the Bears are interested in Mike Evans. Too much pay, and he's older. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it makes sense, especially when you have your number one receiver in DJ Moore. Even if you do go with Caleb Williams, he has a number one receiver. And
Yeah.
like C-Dubb said, there are some solid and even great prospects when it comes to the wide receivers
It
in this
is.
draft. You don't have to spend all that money to bring in Mike Evans when you have DJ Moore. So
Yeah.
that's just how I look at it. But hey, thanks for calling in, Gritty. Next time, my boy, speak up. I need to hear you. I need to hear you.
Shout
You in
out
here
to
trying to be
Greedy,
a little cool. We need to hear you.
man.
But hey, this next one is from Rory C-Dubb.
Rory.
Man, hey, Bobby, what's up? The squad. Hey, man, this is your boy Rory, man. I just want to say, man, I'm really getting tired of the media, man. I really am. I mean, I know it's going to be a lot of, turmoil and chaos going on because, the draft is coming up in a couple of months and all this Caleb Williams hype and Justin versus Justin Fields. Man, I mean, I think it's really unfair. This man Justin Fields. I'm like I said, I'm Team Fields. I'm not knocking Caleb Williams. Not saying he's not going to be a good quarterback. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But that's to be tested. You know what I'm saying? Because college ball and professional football, NFL, is two different things. You know what I'm saying? They say that about a lot of quarterbacks that, this next quarterback coming out this class, he's a generational talent and end up being a bust or really not doing anything. So, like I said, that's to be proven. You know what I'm saying? Everybody willing to put all their eggs in one basket when it comes to Caleb Williams. Like, this guy can just come in and be the savior of the Chicago Bears. But I think it's very unfair that they can sit there and say all that and, the Ryan Post cooked and he get all these pieces and all these studs and all that. And Justin Fields doesn't deserve that. He deserves all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? This guy was put into two bad systems. You know what I'm saying? None of them coached him right. Nagy, you know what I'm saying? Or Jesse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's totally unfair. I don't think Caleb Williams should get all those perks and all those benefits and everything coming to a team that's already structured and made up and built up. When Justin Fields didn't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? He deserved that, man. He deserved better. That man went out there and bled for us, got injured for us. Yeah, he holds on to the ball too long. But I'm gonna ask you this: who was developing him? There was no coach or no OC that was developing him, man. He had no weapons. Now he only got his DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. That's the only two weapons that he got. Bro, I mean, all these elite, quarterbacks they talking about, they got weapons, they got a system, they got a good OC, they got a good coach, they got all that. And Justin Fields, he deserved that, man. And they need to stop hating on my boy and tearing him down. I mean, he was in two bad systems, and we still seen flashes of greatness. That should tell you something. We haven't seen, Justin Fields ceiling. You know what I'm saying? With Caleb Williams, that's still to be determined. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we're seeing what Fields can do. You know what I'm saying? And he played against good teams, and he clowned them and did good and balled out. And you see when Jesse played towards his strength, you see how he do. You know what I'm saying? Justin balls out. He needs consistent play calling for you to, in order for you to you want to sit there and say you want consistency from Justin Fields. He needs consistent play calling. That's good. That's all.
All right, Rory, the timer cut you off. I think that was a great breakdown, and I think that is just one of those things, man. It's just a conversation that we gotta have, continue to have. What is but like I said, we can't overlook Caleb Williams, but we also got to be fair to Justin Fields. We have to be
Yeah.
fair. There is a reason Luke Getsy was fired. He was trash. Did we not hear former NFL players come out and say, I don't know how Justin Fields does it in this offense? Or
Yeah.
guys, defenders that's currently playing in the NFL say, oh, yeah, we love to play against this offense. Why? Because there's no creativity in it. It
Yeah.
was abysmal.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
That shit pissed nephew off thinking about that shit. Hey, I just want to say this, man. I agree with basically everything that you said. You are a Justin Fields guy. I am a Justin Fields guy. But I'm gonna say this: uh, ain't nothing not fair about what's going on for Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
He putting his resume up against this kid resume. So you got Justin Fields play in the NFL for the last what is he, 3 years,
3 years.
and the promise of the future of what you think he can become. And you got what this kid did at Oklahoma and USC, and the promise that he can become. Make your choice, but don't say it ain't fair. It is fair. Ain't
It
nothing fair in
absolutely
this
is.
football game. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing
it's a
fair.
production. It's a
Yeah.
production based business, and a lot of I don't know if y'all remember, but remember when the Arizona Cardinals they had Josh Rosen, and then I think the very next year they got rid of him and selected Kyler Murray. This
Yeah.
is not fair, y'all. This is just how it goes.
Mm.
How it goes. That's why you can't be too emotionally invested into this shit right now because we don't make the decisions. You
Yeah.
look at the situation. You can say Justin is your guy. You can say Caleb is your guy. But at the end of the day, we support the Bears, and the decision is made by Ryan Poland and his staff.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait to see what that decision will be.
Yeah.
But this is the last one. This C-Dubb comes from Marifa Assad, and I will warn
Marifa.
y'all, this ain't nothing nice. I'm just letting you know. Marifa Assad is about to go off. I will be quiet. Here it is.
Bobby, C-Dubb, hey, what's happening, fellas? This is man, my reefer Saw Black yet again, man. I've been down for a minute, man, so been feeling a little under the weather, but I'm back, trying to get back on my feet, man. But I'm just sick and tired, man, of hearing this shit back and forth about Justin this and Justin that. We're gonna be talking about that motherfucking shit for 3 to 4 goddamn months. I don't want to go back and forth about that shit. Listen. I want to talk about them sorry motherfucking supporting cast on the offense. Let's talk about Nate Davis, sorry motherfucking ass. Can't block worth a damn. Let's talk about Lucas Patrick, sorry motherfucking ass. Can't motherfucking snap a ball. Let's talk about motherfucking Cody Whitehair, sorry motherfucking ass. Can't hold a goddamn block to save his life. Now, if Justin can't throw the motherfucking ball, it's because these motherfuckers up front, Nate Davis, Lucas Patrick, and motherfucking Cody White, yeah, can't even motherfucking block for 2 seconds. Come on, man. And then not only that, let's talk about these sorry ass wide receivers. These receivers they got. Then he's talking about Darnell Mooney can't catch a fucking ball. Won't work back to the goddamn ball. Lazy route running motherfucker. Let's talk about them motherfuckers. Tyler Scott can't catch a goddamn toe. St. Brown, where the fuck his hands is a goddamn stone. Man, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck is? We ain't got shit else but DJ Moore. And you expect Justin to work a motherfucking miracle. Get the fuck out of here. Even if you did go get Caleb Williams and put him behind that bullshit, his ass gonna be sorry too. And you bitch ass motherfuckers gonna call and complain and cry about Caleb ass too, saying that he a bust, he ain't shit. Because you know why? The motherfucking supporting cast, the offensive line, and the other motherfucking wide receivers ain't shit. Now, until you fix that, you ain't gonna do shit. The quarterback ain't the motherfucking magic elixir. You gotta fix the fucking team. I'm about sick of this shit. Look, man, I got a place to go. People to see. I gotta get better, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. You know what it is. It's Chicago up and bear down, baby.
That was great, bro. That was one of the greatest voicemails we ever had.
Oh shit.
Bro, what? And they gonna miss it too. They gonna miss it. They gonna miss it too. Cause it's so entertaining. You gonna miss what you need to be hearing because he's spitting facts, nephew. I'ma just go. I like all of what he said. While I was busy enjoying what I was listening to, I was listening to his words. And he is absolutely right. How do you expect a kid, Caleb Williams, to come in and be successful on this team better than Justin Fields? Are you just gonna go on a whim that he is a better thrower of the ball, that he has generational talent? He spoke about it. The center of the offensive line. I ain't gonna say the whole offensive line because somebody said early in a voicemail that we didn't have the worst offensive line. The three center of positions of offensive line played the worst in the NFL this season. It had to be. That's the I seen the most. They was bad. All of those was correct with what he said. Marifa, they better listen to you, gang. You speaking that truth, bro. And you funny as hell.
I don't even know how to reply. I
He's
feel like he
funny.
said everything. Like,
Yeah, he did. He
I
did.
feel like Marifa said everything. I ain't gonna lie. Before I even give some Marifa, I love to switch up. You snapped and then said, "All right, I gotta go. I got people to see.
He
I'm
said, I
back
gotta
again."
get better. He said, I gotta get better.
For real. But my thing is, and that's the point, y'all. That's the whole point. We can look at these quarterbacks and say for what they is, but I know a lot of people like to refer to CJ Stroud, but come on, he has a superstar left tackle, and the offensive line for the Houston Texans is not bad. Jared Goff has a top 5 offensive line in this league. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, for young quarterbacks to bounce back and be productive, you need to have good infrastructure. Can we y'all please? I know there's gonna be speed. We did have a decent O line. Yeah, we did until we seen Lucas Patrick get whooped every Sunday. Cody Whitehair get whooped every time he was in the game.
Bro,
The Bears hated when they had to put Cody Whitehair in the game. He
bro,
was a horrible,
bro.
horrible.
Then we thought Dan Feeney was finna save us. He was even worse.
I gotta go. See,
Man, we
Dub,
gotta
what
go,
else you got,
Marifa.
bro?
Hey, Marifa just shut this motherfucker down. That's all I got to
Bro.
say.
Say the best for last, man. But
Oh,
hey,
bro.
that's it from us, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate everyone that called in. We love
Yes.
having conversations like this, whether we agree or disagree. That's
Yeah.
why we had these conversations. We ain't got to throw shots at each other. We're gonna keep it pushing, talk our stuff, go over our points, and try to come to an understanding. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to call in and be a part of an episode like this, that number is 773-242-9336. Thank y'all for tuning in. As we always say, Chicago up and bear down, baby. See y'all on the next one.
Bro.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.